Welcome to Grand Finals of Little Squid League number 41. I am back here with Coastline Bo, and we've got a terrific matchup for you guys, Onigiri and Riptide. Coast, we've seen both of these teams on stream today. Who do you think has this one in the bag?
I didn't watch the stream until now, so I only know about Onigiri. my fault. Gee.
Well, what did you like about Onigiri? What did you like about them from the previous set?
I liked that Red Lube was good, and their squeezer was good.
Hey.
Anyway, we're on Mahi zones
Couldn't have said it better myself. I love that. I love that. But yeah. Riptide, on the other hand, they just pulled off a crazy Game 5 victory in semifinals. They've got momentum on their side. And let me tell you, when we met a couple weeks ago for Little Squid League number 40, Riptide finished top 8. So this time they're on quite a run all the way to Grand. So they're going to see if they can complete it. But I think this may already be a PB for them. But I think I gotta agree with you. The Onigiri, I mean, they've only dropped one game all day. They've got that terrific double Zook comp, and that just seems to be the meta right now.
Yeah, but I think popular opinion is leaning more to Riptide right now. With the poll that we started earlier, 91% of the channel points went to Riptide. So it could be even. It might not be. I might write off of the public's opinion on who I think is gonna win, but I also put my faith in Onigiri, especially after their 3-0 victory on stream.
Yeah, I think either way, we're going to see a really nice close match between two talented teams, and it's all come down to this, right? The last two teams in LSL, I think we had, 49 teams today, so the last two duking it out here in Diamond Bracket. Now, Zones Mahi, we were talking about that. What is the key to success on this map? What kind of weapons do you like to see here, or do you like to run when you're playing this one?
I'm not sure about weapons, but in terms of playing the map, Mahi's very lockout heavy, even after the map rework, which did very little for the map. So the best thing to do is win your first mid fight, and then rush right into their spawn and just hold their spawn. That's all you have to do. That's it. If the other team can outplay you, then that might not work all the time, but that's how you normally want to push on Mahi.
I think I'm with you, and I think if you're on the retake end, it can be dangerous to try to retake before that water drops, just because you have way less space to operate, way less options to come back in. Now, taking a look at this, we see the double shot coming back out from Onigiri. And on the other side, I mean, we saw Firewave tearing it up earlier. We've seen a lot of bubble today. What are your thoughts on Junior in this current meta?
Hold on. I think Junior is honestly pretty solid in the meta, but I just want to take a moment to look at Riptide's comp. They're running coolerless. Can we talk about that for a second?
Yeah, for sure, especially on zones. I mean, I feel like, let me know if you disagree, I feel like without cooler, it's just going to make lockout so much easier for the other team.
I do disagree with that. For Gridlock, next week I'm running a coolerless comp, but I think it comes down more to the skill than what specials you have in the game. Obviously, I can joke about, oh, you have Zuka, frame 1 insta-lose, GG's, but if you can outplay it, like Red Blue didn't, you know, we don't even need cooler. You don't even need a Zuka.
I think that's fair. I can see that, as Riptide is going to be pushing forward into the base, that lockout that we were talking about earlier, and we see the Booyah coming out. Let's see what kind of a pinch we can get here, because the next stagger on either team is going to kind of determine where these points are going to go as we see this water come down.
100%. I do also want to point out that they're running Forge Pro as well, which I think is also solid. I think people sleep on it, but you have to be fighting sword now with your range, and even squeezer as well, which are both very solid weapons. And again, I will joke one more time. I think Scamper's privileged as hell, but you know, if the pro can do it, the pro can do it.
I feel like you hate every weapon. You hate the Zukas, you hate the Stamper. You're not letting anybody have any fun, are you, with the weapons that they like? I love it, though.
Let me tell you, hating is a sport. Hating is a sport.
As we see, ooh, it looks like Riptide is able to take the zone back. Kind of a key fight here with Shiro on the side. Able to get one, but Shiro's going to be the last one up. Going to have to kind of scamper back. So Coolerless, I think you're right. It hasn't really been like too detrimental for Riptide to play without this cooler. They're kind of holding their own here.
100%, yeah. It just takes good players to experiment and theorycraft and figure out how to play around no cooler.
And I think the key to that, right, is we haven't seen that huge Zuka pick from Redlu yet. That's where the lack of cooler will really come into play. But if it's not going to happen, then you're right. They can just outplay.
That's definitely true. It's definitely taking it back to what is it? BP meta after the nerf, where it's all just play whatever you want, and just outplay your opponents. That's the meta that I like. Here, it's all just let's go gambling, right? You know, you pop your Zukas, you get a wipeout, but they have cooler. You pop your cooler before they do, and then you have an advantage in the fight. You know, it's all a big gamble. So seeing coolerless is pretty much just how good are you at fighting people who are faster than you, who have Zukas just shooting at you 24/7. How can you play around that and just like figure it out so you win?
Nice clean pick there by Firewave, who's going to be popping the Zuka against the pencil. One of their teammates is going to go down. They're getting kind of rushed down here. Oh my goodness! Another clean pick there to kind of sustain mid, but you got to try and flip this zone back sometime soon if you can. Yeah, we love to see the shot versus shot gameplay, especially when there's no Zuka cheese involved. Getting the squeezer, just going to ignore that Zipcaster, which isn't able to do much since they don't have zone. But man, Coast, I mean, I'm with you. I'm really liking this comp that Riptide is pulling out, and I think that Shiro is playing support really well, and it's just being able to keep up so much pain for Riptide.
I 100% agree. I'm seeing Shiro kind of be like a little bit more aggressive as well, which I wouldn't expect from Junior, but you can do it with Junior. It's just hard, but well, just mechanically outplay them, which we're seeing right now. That's a double. They lost their frame one instant loses. They got to hold this for 10 seconds. They got to hold this for 5 seconds now. 5 seconds. 5 seconds.
That's
huge picks.
Oh my god.
That is game one going to Riptide.
Just an insane stagger towards the end from Riptide. I mean, the game winner was that Vac, right? Where they were able to get one just kind of in a fight outside of that, and then the Vac was able to clean up more, and it just seemed like it snowballed from there. But hey, I am happy to eat crow about Coolerless because I thought that Riptide played that really, really well. I thought that Shiro was underrated in terms of how much stalling they were doing. There was one point around the middle of the game, right, where Riptide went 3 down and they lost the zone, and Shiro popped a bubble and flipped the zone back by themselves. And that is just such an insane stall. Like, we saw some really great support play. But on the other hand, we also saw a really tight set. Well, we didn't see it, but a really tight set in semifinals where Riptide was forced to a game 5. So I don't think this set is over by any means. What kind of counterpick do you think we might see from Onigiri?
I'm thinking we're going to see Judd's litter box again, as we're seeing on game 2 right here.
They always pick that.
I've never seen anyone not pick that in Little Squidly. He's weird. Like,
is this the Splat 4 version of Tower Control Inkblot? We see Tower Haggle again.
Oh, never mind. It's just the last set. Okay, so Tower Haggle. What else do we have to say about it? It's a market.
I don't know. I mean, I was surprised when I saw Krillstreak pick it because of the roller, but I'm less surprised here because they've got the double Zuka and they've got, I think, a lot more, midline shooter contesting things that you're going to need at Haggelfish. So I think this is a good counterpick from Onigiri.
If you're Riptide, and that's not me, I'm not Riptide, but I'm going to assume that they're going to keep the Junior for the bubble. Oh, yeah. For the bubble, especially against double Zuka, just to hold them off. Like, they pop Zuka, just pop your bubble. What are they gonna do? Shoot the bubble? No, they just wasted like 2/3 of their shots.
And bubble
And
goes
then-
so hard here against Zuka too, because it takes up almost the whole like width of mid. So if you're placing your bubble right, the Zuka's completely cut off from anything good that they can shoot.
Even better, you can put it on tower as well. Let your charger roam on tower for free, and then have everyone else go and fight.
Yeah, I think this is going to be great for both teams. I'm excited to see what kind of adjustments. I guess for Onigiri, because you know that bubble's going to be coming out so often, do you move off the double Zook, or do you just keep it like, if it ain't broke, don't fix it?
I believe after the last set, they may stick with double Zuka. I'm not sure what else they would pick, so they might just stick with the squeezer and the shot. However, I do wanna turn this around on Riptide. Do we think that they're gonna put up cooler now for game 2 or no?
That's a good question. I would think that it would be more effective on zones where you need to be back to recontest quickly, whereas tower, like that tower's moving slower generally. So I don't think they'll change, but I mean, especially because their comp is just so strong for tower, right? As we see Tricks coming out with the GG tri-strikes, and yeah, we're going to see the same comp coming back out from Riptide with the 1-0 lead. I'm excited. Who do you think is going to be the MVP of this game going into it?
I'm not really sure. We could see Red Blue go hard as they did on the last game, the last set. That's definitely possible, but it's hard to tell because all these players are really good.
Most definitely agreed.
Now again, I do want to bring up the cons. I'm sorry for talking over you, but I do.
No,
oh, never mind.
do.
Okay, no, never mind. I'm not going to talk about what I was going to talk about. There's a wipeout. There's a wipeout.
Yeah, we saw. I wasn't sure if that was like a wall bang from the bomb on the bubble or what. I think a few too many people peeked out from it, but man, this is going to be a good push from Onigiri. Look at that! All 4 specials already. They got the juice already out, and the other 3. That's crazy.
Now again, we have strikes online right now. If you're anyone on Riptide, don't stand on the tent again. As I want to bring up again, that's very deadly for strikes, but that doesn't matter anymore because the strikes are dead. And now we're gonna see Riptide walk back into mid now. It could just be the one person. Well, it is just the one person. Never mind. No, we're not gonna walk back into mid right now.
So I want to hear what you had to say about the comps. I'm curious.
The comps. Oh, it was the strikes thing.
Oh, I see. About Tricks. Okay. Yeah, no, I think that was a good move for sure. And I mean, both of the fights in neutral that we've seen, Onigiri has been able to win those quite effectively, as we see a nice pick there. Insane from Koi Koi, trying to roll in here and create an off angle here with that forge. Is going to get picked though and go down. As 2 go down for Riptide, and it looks like they're still on tower, but you got to hop off and get back to your base, but otherwise you're going to get picked. Oh, they're stuck in vac here, but who else for Red Blue sweeping in from behind to get the pick?
Yeah, everyone on Riptide was very separated, so that allowed Forge to get 2v1s. Everyone else gets picked off as well. That was very difficult for Riptide to come back with, but now they're together. But they just gotta fight. They just gotta fight that out. And they have Zukas. They have their Booyah coming out. Doesn't get anything, unfortunately.
Yeah, like you're saying, it just seems like Riptide is super split. We saw that Booyah come out in the far right, isolated after they were already 2 down. So Onigiri is able to eat that up, take advantage of it. But a pick for Onigiri there. It looks like, oh, for the first time, numbers have gone in advantage of Riptide as the pencil has to kind of scamper back here. They might be able to get a push. Let's see how well Onigiri can stall. They were coolered up, so they are going to be back super fast. But that bubble could flip the lead here.
I'm sorry to inform you, Sofa King, but that cooler was only for the pencil. No one has taken a sip of the energy drink.
Nobody grabbed it?
Nobody grabbed it. It was just a pencil. That is
unfortunate.
I would have just like taken the L and just painted it and spun. But I mean, Riptide's holding this very well. With the bubble, as I said before, you can put it on the tower and it just works. We have coolers out again. I don't even know. Oh, they are picking it up this time. Okay.
We like to see that. That's good. It's trying to hold this checkpoint is crucial. They are not able to clear it, it looks like. So a very good push, but a push. I mean, I think it's still beatable in this final minute here.
Red Blue running back into mid, very fast with that tacticooler. And oh my god, the picks. Oh my god, the picks.
We love the wall, the bomb off the wall.
I love
so 1 minute left.
As a Tri-Stringer player, I love doing that. I can just fire at the wall and they die. It's funny.
Oh, it's my favorite thing to do because people just don't expect it, right? It's so funny when it happens. It's like, bruh, that's what were we saying? A frame 1 insta-lose is peeking a wall against somebody who has a lethal bomb. So, I mean, we're looking at the GGs here, too. On Riptide, you know that Onigiri has to be thinking, all right, we have to make a push here. We have to do something about this Forge that's going to be able to just end the game whether we want to or not. But that Booyah's going to be popped now. Ooh, I think they're still going to have a lot of special charge, though. So they're still going to, you know, they might have almost wanted to let that Booyah come out so that they wouldn't get another one. That was maybe a bit of a misplay there. They're going to have to try and pick this Forge as it comes back out of the spawn near instantly here.
Riptide is also going to have to get that Zuka out. Again, I've been saying frame 1 insta-lose, or they could just go fight tower. They can go fight tower if they want. Never mind, that's a wipeout. Rips is going to take game 2.
Crazy, crazy. Now, we saw Onigiri being pretty dominant throughout most of that game until Riptide got that one push where, you know, like you said, they missed, Onigiri missed out on the juice. They couldn't come back quickly. And then they lost out those happy positions on Switch, on Tent. They weren't able to contest those, and that tower was able to glide all the way to 35. And I mean, Riptide took advantage. That one mistake, they were just able to sweep in and make a show of it here. And now, Onigiri, the team who came into this turn or into this set, only having lost 1 game all day, has lost 2 against Riptide, who is knocking on the door of an LSL championship.
Now Onigiri's back up against the wall as we go to Sheldon, as we go to Ammo Knights, which I think the map is way too hallway-esque, personally.
I'm with you there. What if this map was literally just like in the training room and it's just like a Rainmaker thing where you just like swim for like 2 seconds and that's the dunk? That how horrible of a map that would be. That would be like Black Belly from Splat 1 and Splat 2.
Yeah, hold on, I'm gonna make a map prediction. What if this is Manton Rainmaker? What if
we would see, yeah, it would be a mirror of the other set, right? I'm interested.
Hold on, did I pick? Hold on, I gotta know. Did I pick this right?
The Prophet, perhaps. We'll see. I'm interested to see what we'll see. I mean, I think that the Manta Rain did go pretty well for them, obviously, in the last set. But I also think that they're thinking, man, we got to change something up. We got to do something about the bubble. We got to do something about the way that Riptide is just able to sweep in with the Forge Pro. I think that they're just getting outranged right now, which is kind of weird to say because Kaiko on that squeezer is doing really well. But I don't know. I think that's their main issue right now, why they're down 0-2.
I think a bigger reason is they have to get rid of the bubble if they want to do their double Zuka. I was wrong. We're on what the.
Wait, was that Kelp Dome? did I see why Rainmaker Kelp Dome? Jub, do you know something about the next content patch that we don't? Is Kelp Dome coming to Splatoon?
Oh my
but
God.
No, it'll be Rainmaker on Museum.
I didn't know we had.
So funny.
I didn't know we had a Nintendo executive just drop that.
You heard it here first, folks. Kelp Dome is coming in Drizzle season.
Wow.
That is so funny.
Wow, I was not expecting that. But now we're on Rainmaker on Museum. I did predict the mode. I got half of it right.
Yeah, you were spot on with the mode. Do you think that this is the right pick for Onigiri to take a game back here?
I think for Museum specifically, if they take their wide ankles, Zuka could be very strong here. They do have to watch for the left flank though. Maybe the shot goes there. I don't think the Forge Pro will go there. I don't think the pencil, obviously, no, not the pencil. The scope. What am I saying? The charger is not going to go there, and the junior will probably not go there either, so it might be their shot. They have to watch for that. I watch for that all the time whenever I roll out on this map.
I can see that for sure. I also think that that's valid because we've seen Riptide take like a wide spread when they're in neutral, as we saw in Haggelfish. Like they've got one person on each street, they've got one in mid, so they like to cover all these angles. So I definitely think we're going to see a left drop from them, or a right drop rather, if you're Riptide, in the early going for sure.
Yeah, but you know, I don't know. I think Riptide's been holding it perfectly with Coolerless, been putting on a show. I think if they just hold on to this, they're definitely running vanilla charger again for the vac. But okay, they switched up the T-Tech for the Stamper now, which I think has helped them quite a lot, and it does give object damage. But I do want to point out that pop does not matter. There's no paint. Look at this.
Look at that.
There's absolutely no
just got the mid spinning. Not even the sides of it.
This is sad. That's sad.
A nice start from Onigiri. Getting a double early on as we see Tricks trying to press up.
Nice start. They could 100% just run this right now. They have the spinner in their favor, but I guess they just don't want to do it. They're gonna hang out in the corner.
Yeah, they were able to get kind of split by the Zook in the bubble there, which really slowed them down. But that's okay. You can take your time. As you see the pencil going down, you're going to try and get that traded back out, which you do. Now, one thing we haven't seen on stream yet this set is Redlu going off with the Zuka, trying to find something, not quite able to find a pick. Oh my goodness.
Unfortunately, as of right now, there are 2 down right now. They lost both their Zukas. Now all Riptide has to do is just show off their technical skill and just say, we're better at the video game.
We're going to see a bubble to try and confirm the check here, which will almost certainly work. I don't see any yellow by it.
That's definitely going to do it.
There it is.
Definitely going to do it. The junior skirmishing?
I kind of love to see it, honestly. Shiro obviously is so good on that weapon. It's Fire Wave. Ooh, looking at midline v midline, but the Stamper is going to come in, get a nice pick. Now, Coast, I think when we saw in semifinals, the Stamper was just so powerful for Onigiri here. I think that might be their key to trying to get back into this one.
They definitely have to play around that. But if they're just going to let them keep running, it's going to be hard for that Stamper to just be its privileged main weapon that it is.
Oh, I forgot. You're a Stamper hater. You're happy about that one. The Stamper getting picked by a cheeky bomb. But Onigiri, man, that push to 32. Now, we've been talking about this on Manta. We're going to talk about it on this map. Is 32 enough to win on Museum?
100%. For Museum specifically, you see it a lot more. You see a lot more like 30 pushes. And I've had higher level people confirm that in their own tournament sets and scrims and things like that. 32 could end the game right now if Riptide plays it well, which I think they can. And they're showing it right now. 2 are dead, 3 are dead. Never mind, there's no wipeout. Redlu's gonna have to save the game again. Unfortunately, they can't.
Yeah, look at all that blue. Holy smokes, as Riptide is a little over 2 minutes away from winning LSL outright. Onigiri has 2 specials online, including Red Zuka, which is going to come out looking for the rain. It's going to find one. Crossfired by the other Zuka to get 2 down on Riptide, and Shiro's the last one will be picked as well. And now it's just the charger for Riptide in mid, as Redlu is trying to chase up. Oh, finds MLC as well. And now they're building up for a push of their own, but they still have to clear check.
See, this is the power of frame 1 insta-loses. You just pop them and you win. And look at this. Now we have Redlu back in mid. Definitely Onigiri's strongest warrior right now, along with because they could break this check right now. Two are down for Riptide. They break the check right now.
Oh my gosh, just the charger. If they go fast, this could be a lead flip here for Onigiri. You've got to grab it now, or you try and bait the vac out.
Ink vac.
Oh, if you can swing through, you're 10 points away. Oh, they couldn't quite get it. 2 points away with only a minute left, but Squeezer's the last one up. You've got to try and keep Plat if you can, but it looks like Onigiri has been pushed out of it. The Rainmaker's going to be making a mad dash forwards here. Coast, that was a crazy, almost lead flip.
I'm with you on that one, 100%. I've been seeing this a lot. This meta is just a bunch of gambling. But if you're able to outshine with your skill, look at that. Riptide has advantage again. 40 seconds left in the game. All they have to do is just hang out in mid and not let them enter. That's all they have to do.
One pick goes in the way of Onigiri, though. Traded out, we see that Stamper. As trades are not what you want from Onigiri right now, we see another one at the top of your screen there, as MLC is probably trying to look up to build a GG Vac just to be in the Rainmaker's way. A great pick on Kaiko will remove Azuka from the side of Onigiri, which is crucial as MLC is trying to just hold ground here. We see a nice bubble holding down the right. Oh my gosh, a crazy Zuka. It looks like LSL is about to be decided. Riptide grabs it in the end, a 3-0 sweep. And Riptide are your champions for LSL number 41.
GG's on getting the ban with a 3-0 as well. I mean, no, I've seen like full blowout wins for tournaments like these. But this was awesome just to see coolerless.
Yeah. No, I'm with you. To see a comp like this that's able to beat a comp that has, you know, that double Zuka, that cooler, the things that everybody's complaining about online. And I mean, there's something to be said for momentum too, right? Like, I think Riptide coming out of that semifinal set with a game 5 win, I mean, your spirits are probably soaring, right? With a tough set like that, you're able to pull through, rolling into grands with all the momentum on your side. And I mean, we just saw them able to just play super together, super well. They got a bit tripped up in the beginning of game 2, but were able to recover. And honestly, it seemed like smooth sailing for them. GG.